let us continue with our lesson. So what we'll do now is we'll create a database for our app, and for that just go to the MySQL database, and let us create a new database for, let's say, to do, right? So to do, and create to do, I will just say API, and just create this database, and I will just put it set it to one file so I can remember the database name. Just copy this one, and I'll just copy it to my file over here, and just go back, and let us add a user to a particular database. So I'll just say to do underscore API. So I'll just give the same and just generate a password, and just copy this password and make sure you have copied the password, and just use this password and create the user. So we have a new username. Just copy this username and make sure you don't forget it, and just go back, and let us assign that particular user to our database. So for that, I'll just select my user. So where is that user? This one, to do API, and I will assign it, this user, to this particular database, add, and just keep the relevant privilege that you want. So what are the things that this particular user, it's always good to give only the appropriate user permission. So for that, for now, I'm just giving all of the permission because I need to create and do all of this stuff, but later I can just come back and change only to particular privilege that I want to assign. So I don't want to give all of the privilege to this particular user based on the security issue. So I will just give all permission for now, just for the setup, so everything goes smooth, and make the change. Okay, so a change has been applied. I'll just go back. So we have a database username and a password. So we can go back to the file directory over here, and what we need to do is I need to just copy this one, and copy this one inside this particular file, or else I will just create a new env file. So I'll just create a env file, and this is the configuration file, and I'll just copy from my here. Just go to your local development and copy everything. Just copy everything and go back to the site, and this env file, I'll just go and paste it over here, and the site URL we need to change. So the site URL will be this one. So just copy this one and paste it over here. So this will be our site URL, and another thing, we need to change this particular username and the password. So I think I will increase the font size just to make sure that you guys can see. So let me change the font size from here. Let me change to 16. I think that should be enough for you guys. So the database host, you have to change this one. So I will go over here and go to the home page, and just go to the PHP my admin, and that should be able to see all of your, this is the PHP my admin, and your local host, this is the local host. So I'll just make sure that you use your local host, and go back over here, and I'll change this one to the local host, and the port should be same, and I'm using the MySQL, and the database name is the just now that you created. So make sure you have copied that one. So I'll just paste it over here, the database name, and the database user that you just created, and just copy and paste it over here, and the database password, just copy and paste it over here. Okay, so we have set up the database and I think that should be the one, and just save it. We don't have to change any other thing. And if you want to change the development environment from local to the production, I can just say PRODUC production, and debug, you can just say to FALS false. If you don't want to debug, just save this one. And now if we go to our site and try to refresh this, we are still not getting connection. And let me try to see whether I can get the connection. Okay, so there may be some still things that we are missing. So let me try to refresh this particular site, and let's see whether we have any error. Let us try to refresh, and let's see. Okay, still not loading. So what I will do is I'll go to my directory and go to this particular public, and yeah, we have error log. So what I will do is I'll just edit this and try to see what is the error log. So there is failed to open no such directory. So some file may be missing, but I think it should not be the cause because we have cloned it, right? So maybe it's the PHP version. So I think it's maybe the PHP version. So I'll go back and let me check my PHP version. So multiple PHP manager, and yeah, I think I have old PHP version running. That's why it caused. So let me change that. So this is the one I need to change to something new. So I have to use a send point tool and just apply it. And we have applied 7.2. So that should be okay. And if you try to go back and let's try to refresh the page, and let me try to, it will take some time to effect the, so I just need to wait for a few seconds or maybe 1 or 2 minutes. So I'll come back. Let me try to refresh again. I think it's not working. Maybe some file or something may be missing. And let us try to see what is the error actually. And it says that some file root directory is not found, and it's looking for the vendor autoload.php. So I think the file is missing. So let me go over here to reload and let's see. Okay, so I think we don't have that folder which is of a vendor. So let me go to my GitHub account and let me check whether I have pushed that folder. So I think we did not push that folder. And let me go to my PHP artisan and let me check my git ignore file. Okay, so I think we have ignored that particular file or the folder. That's why we are not getting that one. So I think let's meet up in the next lecture and we'll try to push this one to our GitHub account and then try to add it to our cPanel over there. So let's meet up in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day.